Hello students, I hope you all are doing well in this COVID-19 situation. So as per the government guidelines, no one should come out from their home other than any essential work. And as you are promoted to the next class, we have to start the study related to that. So by thinking of this from today onwards, I will teach you by my video lectures. And today we will look the overview of the subject called as an electronic instrumentation and control system, and discuss about the teaching scheme, examinations, course outcomes and objectives, and introduction to the different modules. So without wasting any further time, let's jump to the syllabus of the subject called as an electronic instrumentation and control system, which is given by the Mumbai University. And so this is your guidelines, or this is your syllabus given by the Mumbai University of your subject, that is called as an electronic instrumentation and control system, where you have teaching scheme that is called as in 3 hours of theory per week, and total of 3 credits are assigned to it. Okay, whenever we go for the examination scheme, so there will be a 2 unit test, each of them are of 20 marks, and at the end of the semester we will take the average of these 2 unit tests and we will convert it into the 20 marks. There will be a 80 marks of end semester examination, which is called as what your theory subject, theory examination, and the exam duration is of 3 hours. So as by comparing this average test of 20 marks and end semester of a paper of 80 marks, so there will be a total of 100 marks. Okay, so now we will go for the your course objectives and course outcomes. So in the course objectives, the objective of this course is to provide the knowledge about the sensors and the transducer, fundamental concept of control system, and it should be develop your concept of stability and your assessment criteria. Okay, so this is what we have, what are the objectives of this course. Now let's move on to your modules. So in this subject, total you have 6 modules. That is, in the module number 1, the module number 1 is what your principle of measurement and testing and instrument, and here we have to study the generalized measurement system, and we have to study the concept of accuracy, precision, linearity, sensitivity, resolution, hysteresis, and the calibration. Then we have to study the number of bridges which is used for the measurement of resistance, measurement of inductance, and measurement of capacitance. Now jump on to the unit module number 2, that is what your sensors and the transducer. Here we have to study the basics of sensors and transducer, what are the different characteristics and selection criteria for the transducer. Then we have to study the displacement transducer and a pressure transducer. So in this we have to detail study about the potentiometer, pressure gauge, and LVDT, and the LVDT which is used as a pressure transducer, and the displacement by using a strain gauge. Next we have a temperature transducer, where we have to study the RTD, thermistor, and thermocouple, their ranges and their applications. So in this subject there are 2 parts, that is electronic instrumentation, and another part is what your control system. So chapter number 1 and chapter number 2, that comes under the electronic instrumentation part, and chapter number 3 onwards, it means that chapter number 3, 4, 5 and 6, that will cover the control system part. So now look at that. In the chapter number 3 we have to study the introduction of the control system, that is nothing but what your open loop and closed loop control system, what are the modeling principles, what are the transfer functions, block diagram reduction rules, and signal flow graph. So this we will study in details after the chapter 1st and 2nd. Then in the chapter number 4 you have to study the response of a control system, that what are the different standard test signal, what are the transient and steady state behavior of the first order and second order system, and what is a lag and lead compensator. Then in the chapter number 5 we have to study the stability analysis in the time domain. In the chapter number 6 we have to study the stability analysis of the frequency domain. Here in the time domain we have to study the Routh and Harvey stability criteria, whereas in the frequency domain we have to study the Bode plot for the response analysis of RC, RLC and RL circuits. Here we have to study the root locus analysis. In the frequency, there is a Bode plot analysis as well as the Nyquist criteria analysis. Okay, so this is a total of 6 chapters that we will study. These are the number of books. I have some PDF format of that book that I will forward you. And as we already discuss about the internal assessment and the end semester examinations, so there will be the 2 internal tests. Each of them are 20 marks, where in the unit test 1 we have to cover the 40% of syllabus, and for the unit test 2 we have to cover the another 40% of syllabus. So as of the 2 unit tests, we are covering of 80% of syllabus during this 2 unit test, and the average of this both the unit test will be considered as a final internal assessment marks. So in the end semester examination, as I told you, there is a 80 marks of theory paper, which comprises the total of 6 questions, each of them carrying of 20 marks. Out of these 6 questions, you have to solve the 4 questions, but some restrictions are also over there. That is, the question number 1 is compulsory to attend, and from the question number 2 to 6, you have to solve any 3 modules. Okay, so this is what is the syllabus of your electronic instrumentation and control system. So we will start our study in for the near future. From mostly from within 2-3 days we will start our study. So stay safe and stay home. Thank you.